Good morning, children. Today I am going to teach you class 6 social science geography portion, chapter 9, the northeastern states of India. Dear children, in this chapter we learn about the following points. Here we shall learn about the state's location in northeast part of India. Secondly, we learn about the history of the northeastern states of India. And thirdly, we shall see about the geographical features and festivals for each state. Dear children, as we know, India comprises 29 states and 7 union territories. The easternmost region of India is officially called Northeastern region. The region includes 8 states. They are Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland, Sikkim and Tripura. All the states except Sikkim are geographically contiguous and are referred to as the Seven Sisters. The northeastern states of India share border with countries like Nepal, China and Bhutan in the north, Myanmar in the east and south, and Bangladesh in the west. Now, states of northeast. First of all, we shall see about the Arunachal Pradesh. Arunachal Pradesh is the largest among the 7 sisters. The capital of Arunachal Pradesh is Itanagar. This state is also called the Orchid State of India and Paradise of the Botanists. Diverse cultures and traditions of various tribes make the place more colorful in culture. Till 1972, it was known as Northeast Frontier Agency, or you can say NEFA. It became a union territory of India on 20 January 1972 and renamed as Arunachal Pradesh. Later, on 20 February 1987, it was granted the status of a state. Now we shall see about the location and areas. The total area of Arunachal Pradesh is 83,743 square kilometers. The state shares international boundaries with Bhutan, Myanmar, Tibet, China, and national boundaries with the states of Assam and Nagaland. Now we shall see about climate. So Arunachal Pradesh has different climate in different areas. The climate at lower height is hot and humid in summers and mild to chilly in winters. At higher altitude, it is extremely cold. Agriculture is the main source of livelihood for the people of Arunachal Pradesh. Jhum cultivation is mostly practiced here, and major crops grown here are the rice, wheat, maize, pulses, oilseeds, etc. And the important tourist places of Arunachal Pradesh include Bomdila and Tong for orchards and gardens, Buddha Bihar, Itanagar, Malinistan, Parshuram Kund, Namdapa, etc. And the main festivals celebrated in Arunachal Pradesh are Siang River Festival, Juro Festival of Music, Sholong and Agriculture Festival, Losar Festival, Dri Festival, Mopin Festival, etc. So now we shall proceed to second, that is the Assam. Assam is popularly called the gateway to the northeast. The capital of the state is Dispur, and Guwahati is the largest city. Now we shall see about the location and area of Assam. The total area of the Assam is 78,438 square kilometers. Assam shares international boundaries with Bhutan and Bangladesh and national boundaries with the states of Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Manipur, Meghalaya, Tripura, Mizoram and West Bengal. The major river flowing through the state is Brahmaputra, which is also called the lifeline of Assam. Now we shall move to the climate. Assam has hot summers and cold winters. The flooding of river Brahmaputra is an annual issue for the state. During those times, every year, many parts of the region get disconnected with the rest of the country. Now about agriculture. More than half of the total tea production in the country is grown in the state of Assam. Other crops grown in this region are rice, jute, turmeric, and sugarcane, etc. The important tourist places of Assam include Kaziranga National Park, Manas National Park, Namri National Park, Kamakhya Temple, Majuli, etc. And the main festivals celebrated in the state of Assam are Bihu, Durga Puja, Bushe Dima, Eid al-Fitr, Ali Ligang Porab, Medam Mepi, etc. Now we shall move to the third, that is the Manipur. The present day state of Manipur has been called by different names in the past. The capital of the state is Imphal. The main language spoken here is Meitei or Manipuri. Manipur became a full-fledged state of India on 21st January 1972. Now its location and area. The total area of the Manipur is 22,327 square kilometers. The state shares international boundaries with Myanmar. Now we shall see about climate. The climate of Manipur is generally pleasant. The important tourist places include Imphal, Loktak Lake, Floating Island, which is in the Bishnupur, Khyber Lamjor National Park, Sadhu, Cheru waterfalls, etc. Now it's festival. The main festivals celebrated in the state are Liu Nagi Ni, that is the Swing Festival, Ningol Chokoba Kat, that is the Harvest Festival, and Chairoba, that is the New Year. Now, we shall see about the Meghalaya. The name Meghalaya is of Sanskrit origin, meaning the abode of the cloud. The capital of the state is Shillong. The main languages of the state are Khasi, Garo, and English. On 24 January 1972, it attained full statehood. Its location and area. The total area of the Meghalaya is 22,429 square kilometers. The state share international boundaries with Bangladesh and national boundaries with the state of Assam. The climate of Meghalaya is monsoonal. Agriculture is primary to the state's economy in Meghalaya, and the tourist places of Meghalaya include Umayam Lake, Cherrapunji, Living Root Bridge, Elephant Falls, Bishop Falls, etc. The main festivals of Garo are Wangla, Rangchu Gala, Den Bilsia, etc. And the main festival of Khasi are Kabam Khana, Sanong, Kasad, Kanoj, Khaskain, etc. Gentia Hill region includes Lao dance, etc. Now we shall proceed to fifth, that is the Mizoram. The name Mizoram is derived from Mi meaning people, Zo meaning hill, and Ram meaning land. Thus, Mizoram implies land of hill people. The capital of the state is Aizawl. Now we shall see about the location and area. The total area of Mizoram is 21,087 square kilometers. The state shares international boundaries with Bangladesh and Myanmar, and national boundaries with the states of Assam, Tripura, and Manipur. The climate of Mizoram is cool summers and warm winters, making it pleasant throughout the year. The major festival in Mizoram includes Mim Kut, Paul Kut, Chapchar Kut, etc. Now we shall move to Nagaland. The name Nagaland is supposed to come from Burmese word Naga or Naka, meaning pious nose or ears. The capital of state is Kohima. English is used as the official state language. Now we shall see the location and area. The total area of Nagaland is 16,579 square kilometers. It is the home to 16 tribes. The climate of Nagaland consists of a typical monsoon climate. The summers are warm and winters are mild. Two major modes of farming is practiced in the state are Juhum cultivation and terrace farming. The primary crops grown are rice, maize, pulses, oilseeds, tea, etc. And some of the popular tourist destinations are Shiloi Lake, Kohima War Cemetery, etc. Now we shall see about the Sikkim. The name Sikkim is a combination of two words, Su, which means new, and Kim, which means palace. The capital of Sikkim is Gangtok. Sikkim is the least populous and second smallest among the Indian states. Now its location and area. The total area of Sikkim is 7,096 square kilometers. The state has 28 mountain peaks, more than 80 glaciers. The Kanchenjunga, the world's third highest peak, is situated on the border between Sikkim and Nepal. Most regions of Sikkim experience a temperate climate. Sikkim achieved its ambition to convert its agriculture to fully organic over the interval 2003 to 2016, the first state in India to achieve this destination. Now, we shall see about the Tripura. The capital of Tripura is Agartala. The languages spoken are Kokborok, Bengali, and English. The total area of Tripura is 10,492 square kilometers. The region consists mainly of hills, valleys, and plains. The state is frequently flooded by heavy rainfall. The traditional mode of agriculture is zoom. Some of the prominent tourist destinations are Kanjaban Palace, Ujanta Palace, Dambur Lake, Uma Maheshwar Temple, Portuguese Church, etc. So dear children, you might have understood whatever I had taught today. For today this much. Thank you.